Now, we've already traded the first best player on every single NBA team and then the second. So today we will be trading the third best player on every single team using a random wheel. And with these new roster changes, how much will this impact the NBA and who would win the championship? Well, today we're on NBA 2K21 and we're going to estimate this season here with live games to determine the winners. So guys, go sit down, go get your snack, and let's get right into this video. Here we go. So we are here to the famous wheel on halftime reductions, and we begin with Ben Simmons on the 76ers. He's the third best option behind Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid. And to begin this new league and rosters off, the random wheel will pick Ben Simmons to go to the Charlotte Hornets. So we have a new big three in Charlotte: LaMelo, Terry Rozier, and Ben Simmons. Now here's Drew Holiday of the Milwaukee Bucks, an NBA champion, and he will be going to the San Antonio Spurs, and that's a huge pickup because he will be the best player on their roster by 2K overall. And it's going to be interesting, and I love this video so much because the third best player on every team has such a great impact. As the newest Chicago Bull, DeMar DeRozan, in the third best option in Chicago, is going to be going to the Denver Nuggets in this simulation. And Darius Garland's an underrated player. He has a lot of skill and he's on the Cavaliers, but for this simulation he is headed to the Houston Rockets. And I never thought I'd see the day, but Marcus Smart will not be a Boston Celtic. And which team will he be going to? And it was almost the Lakers, but he will go to the LA Clippers. And how about the defense in LA? You got Paul George on the team as well as Kawhi Leonard, Batum, Marcus Smart. As here's Reggie Jackson, and this guy balled out in the playoffs this year, and he's going to the Chicago Bulls. But I swear he played like an all-star and even sometimes a superstar in those playoffs. Like, you can't tell me that dude was going off. And here's another guy who played amazing in the playoffs. It's Dylan Brooks, and he's going to the Detroit Pistons. I mean, Memphis should be so happy to have that guy. He had an amazing season last year. But here's Clint Capella of the Atlanta Hawks, and he's going to the LA Lakers in this simulation. And the newest Miami Heat player, it is Kyle Lowry. He is currently the third option on that team on 2K, and he's headed to the Boston Celtics to join Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I really like that big three right there in Boston. But here's Gordon Hayward, the third best option on the Charlotte Hornets, and we already seen the Hornets got Ben Simmons, so Gordon Hayward will be shipped off to the Atlanta Hawks to join John Collins and Trae Young. Now here's Mike Conley, third best player on the Utah Jazz behind Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, and he will be joining Chris Paul and Devin Booker on the Phoenix Suns for the simulation. That's going to be interesting to watch, and many teams could use this center right here, Rashawn Holmes, but he's going to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he's likely going to come off the bench because they already have Karl-Anthony Towns, but nonetheless, it's still a great pickup. And currently the third best player on the New York Knicks at the moment, the newest New York Knick I should say, is Kemba Walker, and he's headed to the Portland Blazers with CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. But here is Russell Westbrook, the third best player on the Lakers and the second best player on this entire list of 30 players, as he will be traded to the Indiana Pacers with Sabonis, so that's going to be fun to watch down there in Indiana. Now here's Markelle Fultz of the Orlando Magic, very young player, the former #1 pick, and he's going to the New Orleans Pelicans with Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. Continuing on, we have the Dallas Mavericks third best option, and it is Tim Hardaway Jr. He had an amazing series in the first round against the Clippers. They just couldn't get the job done, but he will be going to the Memphis Grizzlies in today's video. Now we go to Kyrie Irving, and 92 overall, and yes, he's the third best option because he's on a super team. But the great Kyrie Irving will be going to the New York Knicks, and Knicks fans are probably happy out there right now. But here's Michael Porter Jr. He's developing very nice in the NBA. So much for passing on him in that draft. I think he went 14th, but he will be joining De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento. Now here's Karis LeVert, very underrated player for the Pacers. He can get to the paint with ease. His mid-range is money, and he's going to the Miami Heat, replacing Kyle Lowry basically. And the newest New Orleans Pelican and the third best option right behind Zion and Brandon Ingram is Jonas Valanciunas, and he'll be going to the Milwaukee Bucks. Going to be interesting because he'll be down there with Brook Lopez. Let's see how they're going to manage the minutes. Now Sadiq Bey has a lot of potential in the NBA, and he's the third best player on the current Pistons team, but he will be headed down to Brooklyn to join James Harden and Kevin Durant. And now OG Anunoby, I'm so sorry, you're the only player with a blurry picture. I am not sure what happened, please forgive me, but this guy's going to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he's very underrated as well for the Toronto Raptors. But here's Kevin Porter Jr., amazing year last year. I mean, the Rockets were bad, but he made them look pretty good at some points, and he's going to the Utah Jazz. So Jazz fans, that's definitely a W pickup. And now here's Keldon Johnson of the San Antonio Spurs, a young player, and he's going to the Washington Wizards to join Kuzma, Bradley Beal, Montrezl Harrell. Now DeAndre Ayton's the third best player on the Phoenix Suns, and he will be going to the Orlando Magic, so that's a great pickup for Orlando. Now next up, we got Darius Bazley of the OKC Thunder, or Bazley, I might be saying it wrong, but listen, this guy is pretty good. He's a stretch forward, he can block shots, he can run the floor, he's fast, and he can dunk with that left hand, and he's going to the Toronto Raptors. And now Rookie of the Year runner-up last year, Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves, is going to go to the Dallas Mavericks with Luka Doncic and Porzingis, so that could be a pretty interesting trio out there in Dallas. Now Norman Powell just signed that contract extension with the Trailblazers, but for this simulation, he's head down to the Golden State Warriors with Clay and Steph. And speaking of the Golden State Warriors, their third best option and now the Olympic champion Draymond Green. He was already one before, but he just got another one, and he is going to the 76ers with Joel Embiid, so the defense might be pretty nice in Philadelphia. And last but not least, Roy Hachimura of the Washington Wizards will be going to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that's a great pickup. He can shoot the mid-range, he can defend and all that. But now we are on to NBA 2K21, and we're about to simulate this season and playoffs. But first, let's go over the rosters after the wheel. We just saw Draymond Green get picked up by the 76ers to join Joel Embiid, but now the Milwaukee Bucks got Jonas Valanciunas. It's going to be interesting because they have two centers right now with Middleton. Chicago Bulls, they ended up getting Reggie Jackson, and that's a great pickup. And shout out to the people who showed love, liked, and commented on the last 2K simulation up on the screen. Do the same thing for this video to be shout out on the next 2K simulation. But guys, I honestly can't thank you enough. You've been killing the videos and simulations recently. I read all the comments. You're so engaged. It's literally the best community on YouTube. And a lot of you follow the NBA like I do, so it's a lot of fun to talk to you guys about the NBA as it goes on. Like this NBA offseason so far has been pretty hectic. We got Russell Westbrook to the Lakers, Kyle Lowry to the Miami Heat. And speaking of the Heat, in this simulation, they did get Caris LeVert and had to end up trading Kyle Lowry, who's their third best player right now on paper, to the Boston Celtics. And I'm so excited. Who is going to win today's simulation? We have a lot of great teams in here. But tell me down below in the comments your favorite team the last time they won a simulation on these videos. Was it not too long ago, very long ago, or maybe even not at all? But I'm sure at some point every team has won. But imagine a team that didn't win in the last 3-4 years I've been doing this. I would feel bad for their fan base. I don't think that's actually happened. If it has, let me know down below. Also, how amazing is it that the NBA season starts back up in 2 months? I mean, the players, they had a short off season, but the fans, we get to watch them play in October. I can't wait for the season. Who is going to take the championship this year? Literally, I don't think Milwaukee will win again, just because if the Nets stay fully healthy, they will literally beat them. They almost beat them with just Kevin Durant. But as far as the West, of course, you have the LA teams, the Utah Jazz, the Phoenix Suns, then you have the Golden State Warriors coming back healthy, so it's going to be entertaining to watch which teams will come out. And also, it's going to be fun to watch the rookies play. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green. Also, watch Scottie Barnes, the Toronto Raptors, win Rookie of the Year. It's going to be an underdog, but with Kyle Lowry out, and I'm pretty sure Jalen Harris got suspended a year because of the drug issue. I think he's going to get a lot of minutes. The Toronto Raptors are going to be playing okay with him, and I think they might win some games, and that's going to boost his overall up to the Rookie of the Year. Just in my opinion, I think he's going to win it. That's just my thoughts. Now we go to the Portland Blazers. They got Kemba Walker in the simulation. The Golden State Warriors picked up Norman Powell to add another 3-point shooter. And the last team, of course, the Washington Wizards. I call it LeBron James dump truck, because here you find all the former Lakers and Dinwiddie, and they also picked up, I think, Keldon Johnson. But we're going to simulate to the end of the season, see which teams make the playoffs. And just like in real life, Jokic will win the most valuable player for the Denver Nuggets, 22 points a game. Rookie of the Year goes to Cade Cunningham, almost 20 for the Pistons. Drummond won 6th Man of the Year behind Joel Embiid. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year. Now the first team All-NBA in this simulation consists of Luka, Harden, LeBron, Giannis, and Jokic. But here the second team is pretty interesting. Ja Morant, Mitchell, Williamson, Durant, and Bam Adebayo. But the league leader in points is Donovan Mitchell with 26. Fall behind him is Beal, Williamson, Doncic, Ja Morant, Damian Lillard, Bam. And like usual, the rebounds per game leaders are almost the same like every video, as well as the assists per game. No real crazy differences than any other videos. 2K always keeps it the same. I don't know why. But on to the standings. In the East, the Orlando Magic are the 1 seed. Are you kidding me? All they got was DeAndre Ayton, but shout out to Orlando. As the other teams that make it are the Milwaukee Bucks, the Celtics, the Pacers, Charlotte Hornets, the New York Knicks make it, the Sixers, and the Miami Heat just slip in, as the Toronto Raptors will miss the cut in this one. But how about no Kyrie, no playoffs for the Nets? That is crazy. But we're on to the Western Conference. LeBron James and the Lakers lead the number 1 spot. The Clippers behind them, the Pelicans, the Utah Jazz, the Phoenix Suns, then you have the Dallas Mavericks, Denver Nuggets, and the Portland Blazers all making the playoffs, as the Grizzlies and Golden State miss out. So how about Brooklyn and Golden State not making the playoffs in this simulation? But here we go. We're on the playoffs. This is the official bracket for today's simulation. It is your last chance to comment down your predictions. Remember, all these games are simulated here live on NBA 2K21. Which team will take home the championship in this one, as the road to the finals begins here in the first round. So sit down, sit back, relax, and let's get on with the simulation. So to start off these playoffs, we are in Dallas, and the Mavericks, who just got Anthony Edwards, will take down Markelle Fultz and the New Orleans Pelicans in 4 games, a clean sweep, 134-127 here in Game 4. Mavs move on, and now we enter a tight game in Phoenix. The Utah Jazz have this seriously 3-0 against the Suns. Here the Jazz are, they're up by 1, looking to close it out. Meanwhile, the Suns are looking to come back from a 3-0 deficit. Here is Donovan Mitchell against his former teammate and Mike Conley. Mitchell now gets a switch. Mitchell in the paint, blocked by JaVale McGee. Jazz get the rebound. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. He misses the 3, but when in the world did the Suns get JaVale McGee? He comes up with a huge block, and now Devin Booker with 23 seconds down by 1. The fans are on their feet. The season on the line for Phoenix. Here's Booker going left, throws off Kevin Porter Jr. and he puts it in. A broken play turns into a nice jumper, and now the Jazz are down by 1. Here we go. What a game 4 right now. Fans on their feet. Mitchell going at Conley, but now Mitchell takes it back out wisely. Porter Jr. in motion. Here comes a high screen from Gobert. Mitchell around it. Mitchell, pull-up jumper. Series, Jazz win. Donovan Mitchell at the buzzer. And that's all she wrote in Phoenix. The Suns are eliminated. And after that crazy game winner, we go to Portland. And again, the Blazers will go down. Damian Lillard has to get out of Portland as the LA Lakers, the 1 seed in the West, will take down the Portland Blazers in 4 games, a clean sweep. And how about the game from Josh Richardson? 23 points, 9 for 12 shooting, and the Celtics lead by 3 as they're looking to close out the New York Knicks here at home. Down by 3, looking to extend the series. Here's RJ Barrett around the screen. Barrett, tough layup won't go. Robinson the offensive rebound. Here comes Burks. Jab step. 9 on the shot clock. Here comes the screen. Burks around it. In the paint. Great defense from Tatum. Burks throws it up. It's off the rim. Won't go. Horford the rebound. Celtics looking to close it out here and win the series against the New York Knicks. But they need some free throws here to ice it. And it's Kyle Lowry, the newest Celtic, on the video. And he knocks it home. And that should all but do it here in Boston, as the Boston Celtics will take down the New York Knicks in 5 games to advance to the next round. So Kyrie Irving and New York season is over in 5. As we enter Milwaukee, it is the Bucks who will take down the 76ers and end their season. Big time win for Milwaukee in game 5. And this series was only 5 games as well. Philadelphia is eliminated, and we go to Denver. Look at the Nuggets take down the Clippers in 6 games, and they win by 6. Monte Morris, that would have been disrespectful, but down goes LA. Denver prevails, and we're on to Charlotte. Terry Rozier at the line, and he misses the first. Looking to ice this series. They're up by 1 and also up in the series 3 games to 2. He does knock down the second, but the Pacers season is on the line with 11 seconds. Will we have a game 7 in Indiana, or is this series over? Here is Russell Westbrook, throws up to Brissett. Oh my goodness, what a pass, what a catch, what a finish. Tie game with 5.2 here in Charlotte. And oh my, what a play. But here are the Warriors looking to win the series. LaMelo Ball on Brogdon. No! And we'll go into overtime just like that in Charlotte. But in overtime, the Pacers come out and they win this game. LaMelo Ball's 3 won't go. So we're going to have a 7-game series here in the first round between these two teams. 133 to 128. They win game 6 to 4-7. And who is going to win the winner go home? Well, that was a big time performance from Russ. And now the 1 versus 8 seed of Battle of Florida. It is game 7. Miami leads by 2. But here's the rookie Jalen Suggs out of Gonzaga working on Hero. Breaks his ankles and he throws it down on Bam. What a play from the rookie. Oh my goodness. Put that on a poster in a highlight. And now we got a tie game and a winner go home game 7. Here is Jimmy Butler on the road. Looking to take down the 1 seed. Butler, the fadeaway jumper. Won't go. Ball tipped. Orlando with the rebound. Here they come on the break. 4-second shot differential. Here's Gary Harris. Bang! He connects on a triple. And the Magic lead by 3. 5 unanswered points from Orlando. And they are hyped. They're getting on their feet. What a run from the Magic. And now with 22 seconds, now they're trailing by 3. Here's the Heat. Jimmy Butler just missed. Will they go back to him? Yes, they do. A step back jumper off the rim. Rebound Ross. And that might be game 7 pending free throws. And how about the collapse here from the Heat? I mean, they are the 8 seed, but they were just winning by 2 in this game 7 as Terrence Ross makes the first. And now with a 2-possession game, it is all over. The Miami Heat will follow the Orlando Magic in game 7. Orlando moves on. In this game 7, we saw the Pacers win game 6, and they win 7, so the Hornets blow a 3-2 deficit. TJ Warren, what a game 7, 29 points, Russell Westbrook 21. And how about the high-scoring game from both these teams? Anyways, the LaMelo Ball and Simmons era is over, but we are on the conference semifinals. A pretty fun first round, and I'm interested what is going to happen in these conference semifinals. Well, I hope you're enjoying this video so far, so sit down, sit back, relax, and let's continue the simulation here in NBA 2K21 in the second round. Let's go. And the LA Lakers have not lost a game yet in this playoffs. They go into Utah and they win this series in 4 games, 125 to 106, your game 4 final, and the Jazz are officially eliminated in this simulation. And now we are headed to Milwaukee. The Boston Celtics are up by 6. They need a 3-pointer from Milwaukee. They go to Giannis. He's going to pump it and he's going to take it. And it's up the front of the rim. The Boston Celtics are going to hold on and they're going to win this series here in 5 games. And they will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in like forever. As we now have a close one in Denver. It's game Game 6 tied up at 116, but Dallas leads the series 3 games to 2. Why are they doubling Murray? Wide open is Jokic, the MVP, and the Nuggets are looking to force Game 7. Winner goes to the Western Conference Finals to play the LA Lakers. Here is Doncic down 2, looking to win the series here in 6 games. Doncic to Porzingis. Porzingis to the drive. Porzingis throws it down. Flexes here in Denver. Kristaps Porzingis coming out of nowhere, goes right back at Jokic. Jamal Murray, 5-second shot differential. Here we go. Jokic slips. Jamal Murray the left side, guarded by Luka. On the drive, layup, won't go. Rebound Jokic, goes out to Murray. Aaron Gordon with 10 seconds on the shot clock. And we are coming down the wire in Denver. The fans are on their feet. Here comes the screen. Gordon in the paint, throws it up and throws it in. Denver has a 2-point lead, 5.6. Nuggets are one stop away from forcing a Game 7 in this series. Dallas after the timeout, they go to Anthony Edwards. Is he going to take it? 3 seconds, driving right. Edwards on Rivers, throws it up off the glass. Anthony Edwards with .4, and this game isn't over. What a game we got going on. Game 6 in Denver is head to overtime. Anthony Edwards, a huge basket here at the end of regulation. And as we get to OT, 39 seconds, inbound is Denver. Jokic and the Nuggets down by 1. Season on the line. Jokic backing in Porzingis, throws up the glass and in. And I think that was payback from the dunk Kristaps had here at the end of the regulation, where he threw it down on Jokic and then flexed on him. But Dallas is now down by 1. Will they go back to Ant? Luka, step back, won't take it. Doncic looking around, finds Kleber, 11 on the shot clock. Kleber gives it up to Anthony Edwards, and he do it again. Edwards around the screen, in the paint, scoop layup, rattles home. 15 seconds. Dallas has the lead. Denver, it comes down to this. You gotta score, or we're not going to Game 7. Your season is over. Jamal Murray, right side with 8 seconds. 7. Here comes Jokic with a slip. Murray driving right. Pull up jumper. No good. Jokic to rebound. Back onto Gordon for the win. And it is no good. Denver's season is over just like that. Gordon had a good look. Anyways, what a game. Dallas wins and they win the series, and I couldn't get the video. I apologize, but the Orlando Magic will take down Russell Westbrook and the Indiana Pacers in a Game 6. So the Magic, the 1 seed in the East, but they're working their way all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals in this one. And as we get there, you guys see the 4 teams: LA, Dallas, Orlando, and Boston. Only 2 teams can advance to finals. This has been crazy so far. Sit down, sit back, relax, because we're going to continue this simulation here on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Let's go. What are we witnessing? The Orlando Magic, I know the 1 seed, but they're going to the NBA Finals, and not only are they going there, they're going to sweep the Celtics. I thought this was our simulation to do it, but in 4 games, it is over in the East. Orlando gets the job done, and down goes Tatum, Brown, and Lowry. But in the West, it is a 6-game series. Doncic to step back, no good, but down go the LA Lakers. They went 8 in a row in the first 2 rounds, and then they lost in the conference finals. Dallas gets it done, and they are going to the NBA Finals with a 6-game series win over the LA Lakers. This is going to be fun to watch in the finals. And as we get there, 2 teams remain: Orlando, who got DeAndre Ayton, and Dallas, who got Anthony Edwards on the wheel. Only 1 winner could win this. It's a best-of-7 series here on NBA 2K21 to determine the winner. Guys, let's get this one going. And we go to Game 6, where the Orlando Magic were leading this series, but they lose in overtime, so that's going to force a Game 7 in Orlando. Dallas wins Game 6 to keep the season alive, and Game 7 is close. Doncic up the inbounds, puts in the 3. Mavericks lead by 2. They were just down this series 3 games to 2, and now they lead Game 7 here on the road with 41 seconds. Here's the rookie Suggs on the drive. What a pass to Isaac, and it goes down, and we now have a tie game in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. And I think it's the first time we've seen these 2 teams meet ever in this simulation. So who is going to step up and win this championship? Luka Doncic working his way, breaks some ankles. Doncic in the paint, runner up the glass, and it bounces in. Mavs have the lead up by 2. Now here comes Orlando. Who will they go to? They got DeAndre Ayton and the rookie Jalen Suggs. 28 seconds, 6 seconds shot differential. The screen from Isaac. Jalen Suggs isolated, behind the back, putting on some moves. Doesn't have anything. Up at the top of the key, it's Ross. Now to Isaac with 10 on the shot clock. Gives it to the corner. Here's Gary Harris, driving right. Gary Harris in the paint, tough shot. Won't go, gets his own rebound. Game clock down to 9 seconds. DeAndre Ayton, they gotta get something. 6, 5. Here's Terrence Ross off the screen. Open 3 for the win. It's no good. Ball tipped, and Dallas has won it. They win today's simulation and are the NBA Finals champions in this video. What a fun ending. But man, give Orlando credit for this run. It's rare you see teams without any superstars make it this far and a chance to win the finals. They were this close, but anyways, Luka Doncic gets it done, and the Mavericks are NBA champions. They got Anthony Edwards on the wheel, and this new trio in Dallas was too hard to beat. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for all the support in every single video. I read every comment. You guys are honestly the best. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, but it's Halftime Productions, and we out.